Hello folks, welcome to another daily Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. Today we will go directly to our market analysis because we don't really have anything to fill an initial comment. Someone just commented yesterday that it would be nice to have a longer initial comment or something like a podcast where I will talk a little bit more about the macroeconomic situation, maybe even go a little bit deeper and further to talk a little bit more about geopolitics and also a little bit to talk about the future. And many of you maybe still remind that I said in 2021 that we are going to go to the next phase. That's the transition of the whole economy, indicating to transform the processes, just adapting them to what is going to be the next phase, digitalization, crypto, and so on and so forth. So we can do that. I need to prepare such a podcast. So I'm going to talk about that. I like that. So of course, why not? However, it will take a little bit, so give me the time. And today we will go straight to our market analysis and talk and try to figure out what the market is going to do next. As expected, they are doing everything to hold the price. They don't, at the moment, they are doing absolutely everything to maintain the price here above of really 27.8, but even a little bit above of 27 at least. We will see how far they are going to do it. So if we go now to the weights ratio 30 days moving average, something changed. You should see that. It seems that CryptoQuant once again, I don't know what they did, but you see that the weights ratio 1 day time frame that was almost at 94 now indicating the maximum was 63. Okay. Well, means that we are still on track, means that while the price went up once again, they are reducing. It seems that I don't know if more little purchases is happening and less whales sending bigger amounts to centralized exchanges, but at least the daily time frame of the weight ratio indicating 46 is here, so pushing the 30 days moving average more down, while the price is not doing anything, absolutely just anything. It looks like that something happened in November or December last year. Since then, almost many indicators are not working and in the same way how they worked just before. It's really strange, but it's happening. I'm not only noticing here with the weights ratio, I'm noticing it also with other indicators to see, for example, bigger inflows coming in, but nothing more, or while the price push more up. So yeah, everything feels like a trap, fishy. Many shillers, of course, absolutely very active at the moment, saying, hey, Bitcoin is the safe haven related when it comes to the banking sector. I would say the banking sector is not looking much worse than crypto in general, but well, some people need this argument to say buy my bags and make me rich. However, we need to see. Usually when like we had here, for example, afterwards, when the weights ratio starts to decline, afterwards we have then a bigger sell pressure. We had that twice. Usually that should happen here as well, but at the moment not reacting. Why? Well, I think the answer to why, we can find the answer directly in the 1 hour time frame. When we take a look to the weights ratio, we went down to 80, we went up to 82, down back to 80, even lower than 80, then 86, our favorite level, then go down to 82, and it maintains. So as you see, if we had here, for example, a higher range, now we see that the range is declining and shifting even a little bit more lower, indicating they are just letting the price go up, go up, go up. Every time when someone is taking out some stable coins because it's cashing out, someone else is refilling this gap. Every time you can see that. That's something that didn't happen in the past, but it's happening now. It's really strange also as well. Like, it's, when someone is cashing out, someone else is sending almost exact the same amount to centralized exchanges. So yeah, everything looks extremely controlled. You can see that the weights ratio 1 hour time frame went down a little bit, now indicating more up. Sell pressure should start to rise, but nothing big, absolutely nothing big. Let us go forward. So also here, exactly the same thing. Every time when someone is cashing out, at the same time we are receiving stablecoins, like someone is maintaining the price. And it looks like someone has unlimited money, because we are not talking about 100,000 $100,000. We are talking about much, much more. And it's really crazy. It's really crazy, but they are doing it. It's all the time maintaining the price, as you can see here. And every time when we have a bigger cash out, someone else is sending the same amount, even a little bit more stable coins to push up the price or maintain at least. We have received today, the biggest amount was in the midnight, 1,500 bitcoins, and since then, well, we received now 1,100 bitcoins. In the last 3 hours, I would say 2,500 bitcoins. At the same time, almost the same amount taking out, a little bit more in than outflows, but also indicating here they are reacting. They are always reacting. I'm tracking Binance BUSD wallet, where they sent 1 billion. I still don't see any big change. I don't know if it was a fake, if they are buying, or they are still waiting to absorb when someone bigger is going to sell, because we have a lot of bitcoins on centralized exchanges. I really don't have any clue, to be honest. Yeah, but it is what it is. So let us go forward. So we can see that the funding rate is declining a little bit. It was lifting up, that's what happened. So it declined, then pushed up a little bit, and now it's hitting a neutral level, indicating longers and shorters are at the same point. If we take a look, also open interest, after it declined, it went up, and now tendency a little bit more up. And the leverage ratio, well, we can see also what the leverage ratio is doing. The trend is also here positive, indicating they are now using a little bit more leverage, but compared to open interest, nothing big. If we take a look here, we can see today the maximum was 149, almost 150 millions to centralized exchanges coming from stablecoins to derivative exchanges. We had in the midnight another 150 millions, and yeah, that's almost it. I mean, outflows 125 millions here, another 100 millions here, but nothing big. Also related, for example, to bitcoins, 1,570 bitcoins outflows here from derivative exchanges, 2,550 bitcoins outflows, and 1,580 bitcoins in. Here almost 2,000 out and 860 in, so nothing big. It's more out than in. And that's really interesting. I'm not going to make any kind of teaser now, but we will check later on the CBDs. And that looks extremely strange what they are doing. Extremely strange. We had such... oh, what happened now? Okay, declined, now up. Okay. So it's really interesting because that happened once last year in June. And afterwards we had the nuke. But however, we need to see, as mentioned, if that's going to happen, and in case exchanges are driving the market right now, I guess they will not allow that they will nuke, or they nuke the market. We will see. We really need to see, because it's everything just now related to liquidity. If you have enough liquidity to hold the price and absorb everything that's coming, you can do it. Otherwise, of course not. Then it's game over. If we take a look here, open interest pushing more up, funding rate declining in aggregated, and leverage ratio also lifting up, but not big. However, yesterday we liquidated 1,320 longs and bitcoins and longs, and 757 bitcoins and shorts. So also here, nothing big, to be honest. So if we take a look here, wow, a lot of shorts on Binance. I mean, we are saying here 1.8 billion. Yeah, that's 57 to 43 on Ethereum. Now it flipped, it seems, 46 to 54, also shorting more. We have almost 3 billions in longs on Bitfinex, while 12 millions in short, so on both sides rising. However, that's, well, I don't know who is shorting here, but we will check later on CBDs. That could be very exciting to check what they are doing. So, hello, Kingfisher. Oh, guys. It takes, as usual, a little bit for those who are always sending me, hey, use the spin. I have 38 credits. It's the maximum. I can't use any spin. So now also here, wow, why? I can't maximize the window. It disappeared, the option. Okay, well, doesn't matter. We can see 700 millions. We have on 22, or almost 22, a lot of longs to liquidate. A lot. It's almost, I would say, if we compare what we have seen, for example, related to Binance on blockchain whispers, where it's indicating more and more shots coming, and then we take a look here to the Binance, the Kingfisher liquidation map, it doesn't make any sense. I just see here two interpretations. Interpretation number one, someone, whales are using less positions but with bigger open interest, because that's the count of liquidations. and retail is longing with I would say mid leverage, or Binance is just sending wrong data, because blockchain whispers is just using the Binance data, what Binance is publishing on their own website related to long short ratio and open interest. So we can see we can liquidate these shorts here. That's the biggest cluster group at 40k. Otherwise, we have at 26.5 and lower, a lot lower. If we go to 22k, everything until 14k, almost everything, huge long liquidation clusters there. And now let us take a look to the Kingfisher here. And also now it changed. We have 15 millions. So we have here the biggest liquidation cluster for high leverage positions. Hello? That doesn't make any sense right now. So usually if they are saying that's 12 millions, this bar here should be bigger. That's not 500,000, definitely. 12.83 millions. So high leverage positions at 27.7. Wow. Okay, that's crazy. High leverage positions, a lot of high leverage positions. So usually, at least centralized exchanges should have a big motivation to liquidate them to get their money, but we don't know who is longing here, right? So let us go forward. So if we take a look here, we can see, for example, look, that's the aggregated. I mean, look that's just spot. That's so incredible. That's just really incredible. At the same time, and that what let me wonder a little bit, futures doing the opposite. How does that work? I don't know. I really don't know. But they are doing it. I need to change here a little bit. So give me a second. So if we take a look here, we have Binance. On Binance, definitely nothing big happened. I mean, since here, that was 2 days ago, the CBD just lifted up, increased by 60 millions. While, for example, here, the aggregated from, let me check, 7 to 2, 64 millions. BUSD, a little bit, just 3 millions. The USD is pushing up more and more and more. If we take a look, that was from here, 357, almost 140 millions. That's really crazy. But, and that's the thing, what is happening here? Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. So spot, nice. And now take a look here. I mean, 1 billion in CBD negative, indicating they are selling shorts. That doesn't make any sense, absolutely any sense. Who is buying spot and shorting all the time? Only someone, but then it's a huge institution that is buying to nuke afterwards. That's what FTX did in 2022. That was in the beginning when many people said, hey, look what they are doing. They are buying spot and more spot and more spot. They were just accumulating Bitcoins, and then they nuked the market. But that's usually institutional pattern. But then we are talking about a huge, it's a group of institutions or really a huge one that is doing it. I doubt that the current situation would allow such an operation, because in the beginning of 22, the market was, FTX didn't collapse yet, and I think that was even before Luna collapse as well. So that's absolutely crazy what they are doing, and I don't get how is that possible, to be honest. I really don't get that. Also here, I mean, aggregated up, futures down. What? Bitfinex, well, Bybit declining, but Coinbase buying. I mean, we are talking since in the last 4 days, almost 10,000 Bitcoins in CBD. Right now, for example, 1,500 Bitcoins on Coinbase? Here another 1,700 Bitcoins on Coinbase? Are you kidding me? Yeah, but that's what we can see. If we go forward, Bitstamp up, Kraken up. They are doing everyone. Kraken always. Kraken, Bitfinex, Gemini, and Coinbase. Coinbase and Kraken. Usually Bitfinex uses and their algos. You will notice Kraken and Gemini sometimes. Bitfinex sends 60 millions to Kraken or to it's pure. They are driving their market at the same time with algos, but that's not new. That's an old story. If we take a look here, we can see that no big stablecoins went in. Today we had even a bigger cash out, 250 millions, while the price is pushing up. And then that was this morning. In the midnight, we received 500 millions. And that's almost it. I mean, afterwards, you can see here bigger blue curves indicating bigger cash outs, and then in sequences arriving some stablecoins with Tether. With USDC, similar. We had, for example, also here, that was this midnight, we received once again here almost 70 millions. Afterwards, a lot of cash out. Then here another one with 35 millions, while someone cashed out with 38 millions. BUSD almost cash out. Once again here we received 10 millions, and that's it. That's absolutely it. While they are pushing more and more once again, like they are doing right now. Once again pushing up and pushing up and pushing up. It's just wow. So if we go forward, we can see that, wow, what happened here? Yeah, retail buying. These guys also pushing up. These guys pushed up, declined. These guys declined. These guys pushed up. So that's Bitfinex or Binance. We can see. Okay. They received 30,000 Bitcoins. And we just have 4 wallets there. We have, not Gemini, sorry, Bitfinex. Bitfinex is 1 wallet. 2 wallets are from Binance. And another wallet is Yeah, I think it was Gemini. At least that's what the CEO of CryptoQuant said once, that this wallet was related to Gemini. So centralized exchanges receive 30,000 bitcoins. We can check if we can see that. That was 16th. Okay. I can show you where you can find that. Oh yeah, I see. It was Bitfinex. Bitfinex Cold Wallet. So it seems Bitfinex both. And you can find, we just have 4 wallets with more than 100,000 bitcoins. We have this one. Many people thought that's a whale, but it seems that's not a whale, that's Gemini. It seems that's their cold wallet. Then we have 2 Binance cold wallets here, and then we have Bitfinex. And if we take a look here, we can see that Bitfinex received 30,000 bitcoins. And the question is, who sent us those 30,000 bitcoins? Let us see if that was internal or... Okay, 42 from Bitfinex cold wallet. It's the same cold wallet. They sent from one cold wallet. Okay, it's an internal one. It's rebalancing, it seems. We take a look here. 33,000 bitcoins. So it seems, I guess, I'm not sure, but that's also cold wallet. We have only 13,000 bitcoins there, and we had just before, we had 45. Then they, yeah, it's rebalancing. It's not clear if they bought 30,000 bitcoins. It wouldn't surprise me at all. It would surprise me at all. So we need to see. They have now almost 200,000 bitcoins there on Bitfinex. Bitfinex, the big Bitfinex. Just check their volume. They are so big and huge, but they have 200,000 bitcoins in their cold wallet. It's really crazy. However, let us go forward. We can check here. And these guys, I can show metric. So we can see here, these guys declined in wallet count, these guys received. Okay, that explains maybe why their balances rise. Declined and lifted up afterwards, declining, rising, and this declining at the moment, and this, they don't know anything else than push up, indicating retail are extremely informal, it seems. If we check here, we are not receiving anything huge related to the market maker, 300, 400, 500 bitcoins, so nothing big related to the weights ratio. We see Huobi is pushing up yesterday to 74. Otherwise, everything else extremely low. Gemini with 77, but also declining. So nothing to see here. Well, actually, I can close this chart. Funds declining more, so they purchased just a little bit, and that's it. And right now, spot coming in more. That's what we also can see here. They flipped once from more future volume to increasing. It's still more futures, but at least spot is increasing right now, while the price maintains very high. I think many people are just in FOMO now and asking, well, that's the start of a bull run, and so on and so forth. I mean, market activity still declining more, meaning less, just less wallets are involved in the market. And if we take a look, for example, here, we see that nothing is happening. It seems that OTC is lifting up a little bit while SEX is declining. That could be also an indicator if we see that OTC starts to push up while SEX declining more. I would be careful then, because then that could be also the signal that they want to start to unload. Yeah, so nothing big changed since yesterday. Let's go forward. So Coinbase, we see they reinforced here, then they, I'm not sure if they shifted to the downside. At the moment they're using spoofing. We can see that they are here waiting almost at 25k, for example, with volume and a little bit more lower, but the next will be 29k and afterwards 30k. They removed almost everything at 29.5. Bitstamp, on Bitstamp, we see they're even reinforcing here 30k, a little bit higher. We also have here sell orders waiting. They are here protecting 26k at the moment and 26.7. Binance BTC USDT. Also here, for example, we can see that they are just very close to the order at 28.5. And we have another 129. They placed a new one at 29.3. And the last will be the last big to the upside, 30k. We need to see they are starting to place some orders at 35 and so on and so forth. Otherwise, they shifted a little bit some liquidity to the downside, 25.6. Also here, for example, like Coinbase, they are protecting 25k at the moment. Binance BTC BUSD, well, they are protecting the local POC here, 27.3. Otherwise, also 26, and also here the same 25k. Bringing some liquidity, you can see that here with BUSD to the upside. They remove volume at 30k, and yeah, nothing. Bitfinex. On Bitfinex, well, it's clear what Bitfinex is doing. Limiting here, limiting here, limiting there. At the same time, they are here waiting at 24.5, for example. Everything here between 24, it's also well protected, but usually the next bigger protection would be at 20,500, where we have a main POC. And yeah, that's actually it, right? So usually only because the price they are protecting it doesn't mean we can go more up. But as you see, we had always some sell orders to the above, and now it's not the case anymore. No, we had here more, we had here more, and now if we break this one, we don't have anything. So maybe that's the local top. OKEX spot, nothing. Kraken, on Kraken, also waiting 25.8, protecting that area relatively big with 100 bitcoins. Last bigger order would be at 21.3. Also here 30k, and also nothing big, absolutely nothing big. If I'm repeating something, it's just because I'm extremely tired today. So yeah, I'm sorry for that. Yeah, well, on BitMEX, absolutely nothing. Now Bitget derivatives with USD, nothing. With USDT, nothing. Binance BTC USDT, that's also something that demonstrates how manipulated this market is. Everything spoofing here. That was actually everything was here, and then when the price started to push up, they removed everything. So you know, like they did here, like they did here, like they, it's so incredible. However, they removed the wall here 29.3, and now 30k is also the maximum. Otherwise, they are protecting everything between 26.7 and 26, and otherwise everything below 23.5. That's what we can see here. Now BTC BUSD perp, and we don't see anything, absolutely anything. A little bit something here, 28.8 or something. Bitfinex derivatives also here, nothing big, only here at 26. And they removed here this bunch, you can see that they removed that completely. So it's the question, what does that mean? Kraken futures removed even here 25.5. Everything also interesting. OKEX futures, Deribit. Okay, on Deribit we see 30,400 and 30,800. Otherwise, a lot of liquidity here waiting. Also here 27k. They removed everything to the downside, almost indicating they also are doing the same like Bitfinex, just the opposite, or Binance. They are pushing here to let the price go more up, more up, more up. That's absolutely it, guys. So let us go to the last chapter.